The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has organized a 3-day workshop for cassava growers and other stakeholders in the subsector. The National Cassava Mechanized Farming Program, with the theme Train the Trainers, took place at the Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ogun State. The event, which was aimed at training and retraining of cassava farmers and extension agents, had in attendance Dr. Martin Fregene, Senior Technical Advisor to the Minister of Agriculture. Also present were other officials from the ministry, ADPs from various states, resource lecturer, and other participants. Although Nigeria is the largest producer of cassava in the world, it has hitherto been producing solely for human consumption, while not utilizing the crop for other byproducts. The Federal Ministry, having recognized the other values of the crop, is determined to promote mechanized production. Dr. Martin Fregene reiterated government's commitment to making millionaires out of farmers as obtained in other countries through the agricultural transformation agenda.
For us, Nigeria, we want to also achieve that, and we are beginning with production. We want to bring down the cost of production and mechanization. We want to raise productivity by using the best varieties, fertilizer, herbicide, to ensure that we're going to have the right yield. Mark it down. Today we are taking a step towards industrializing cassava in this country. We want Nigeria, like Thailand, to produce $5 billion worth of cassava products that we all go into the rural areas. That's what we want. We want also to become as cassava millionaires, cassava billionaires. Some of you will hopefully become those millionaires.
Cassava over the decades has been produced by small farmers. The production has so far been limited because of little or absence of mechanized implements.
Cassava is one of the most important industrial crops that we have. Either to the production levels were just enough for cassava as food, that is the traditional foods. Now we need to increase production so that there will be enough cassava for the various industries that are coming up. And the only way to do that is through mechanization, through mechanized agriculture.
The resource lecturer, who has over 40 years of experience and has published about 5 books in cassava production, advised that large-scale production of the crop can only be achieved through adaptation of better management practices to intensify and increase yield.
Nigeria has a huge potential for cassava because you have so much empty or what looks like empty land available. But I would suggest that you also try to intensify the production, not to be content with continuously expanding the area, but trying to increase the yield by better management, mostly by better varieties that are higher yielding, have higher starch content.
Participants at the workshop applauded government's efforts at revitalizing cassava farming through mechanization and promised to adapt new mechanized techniques in their production.
The cassava and farming business is a whole business in itself. Unfortunately, in this country before, we've been looking at farming as something that should be done at subsistence level, just for feeding the home and all that. But from what we have seen here, we have every reason to believe that it's a whole big business.
I've benefited a lot from this conference or workshop. Quite a lot, like I said, mainly about this utility of cassava. And apart from the biofuel issue that we came in for, we found out that there have been so many other areas that cassava can be utilized, which we have not been aware about.
We have been sensitized on how to use cassava, the various uses of cassava, the industrial use, consumption use, and other particular aspect of cassava that is this thing that will be economic, that will benefit the farmer. In fact, we will go back to our various states offices and we will kind of help sensitize those farmers on the way forward.
Across board, there is no doubt that there is a renewed belief that with the new initiative, cassava production can grow in leaps and bounds.